It's January 2021. It's time for an OPP. It'll be the first one of the year. Cool. So let's see what we have. This first project is from Craig Allen, and it is a segmentation piece of some Star Wars characters. He said he is a little bit intimidated to get into Intarsia right away, but in doing this project, he discovered how much sanding it takes to put all the contours into each piece. He said he didn't buy a pattern or anything. He just used a picture that he found and he made his own pattern, which is pretty cool, and a lot of people can't do that, Craig. So kudos to you for that. He said he used a 1-inch pine panel from Lowe's. And in the background in this project is actually a photograph that he took of the Salt Lake Valley. And then he also made the frame himself by doing a Shoshugiban burn on it. You burn the wood over and over again to get it that black color. He says the entire piece is 12 inches by 18 inches. And I think it looks great, Craig. Thanks for sharing that with us. This next project is from Krivenya. He made this box, and on the top he made an Intarsia fish. He said the woods he used are oak, pine, alder, and cherry. I love boxes, and I love Intarsia, and I love fish. You've got all three on there, Paul. Thanks for sharing it with us. This next project is a cross made by Kevin Marshall. He says the woods he used are purple heart, mahogany, walnut, and pine. And he used the pine and the walnut to give it that 3D look. And it does look 3D, Kevin. You did awesome. And I love crosses too. So thanks for sharing that with us. This next project is by Martinelli. And as you can see, it is The Last Supper. He doesn't give me any more information about it, but it looks really, really, really awesome, Martinelli. Thanks for sharing that with us. This next project is from Stan Marshall, AKA Husband. He took our kitchen table that we made a few years ago and he filled in all the little knots that were catching salt and other crumbs, and he filled them up with resin. And then he said, you know what, I'd like to put a river in here. He used some resin coloring powder and added it to some Total Boat resin, and he made the river. And then he filled in everything else with the same Total Boat resin. I think it looks awesome, and it's sitting in our kitchen now. So way to go, hub. This next piece is from Jim Merrow, and it is the Arctic Wolf pattern by Judy Gail Roberts. For this project, he used aspen, aromatic cedar, which was inside of the eyes, dark western red cedar for the dark parts, and holly for the catchlight. And for the eyes, he used aspen, but he tinted it with some ink. And I don't know if I can say it right or not, but I'll just put it right here. It's a blue fountain pen ink. And then what he did too was he had to sand back that color a little bit to make it look more natural. And wow, Jim, it looks so good. And those eyes just, yeah, it's a beautiful piece. Thanks for sharing that with us. These next projects are from Phill Gavin. He made this napkin holder from a pattern that he got from Steve Ramsey's Woodworking for Mere Mortals website. He said he made it out of pine, and he transferred some pictures to each side of the napkin holder. And I think that's really cool. Then he made this key holder, and it is a plan from DM Idea. The plan calls for hooks, but instead he used magnets so that you can magnetize the key to it, which is a really cool idea. He said the entire thing is mainly made out of oak, but it does have a secret compartment that he also flocked. And then he used wenge and maple for accents. Very nice, Phil. Thanks for sharing those with us. And our last project is from Eric Gray. He made this heirloom toy for his daughter. It's a rocking type boat, and he designed it after a Viking longboat. He made it out of maple and walnut. And she's so cute sitting there. Thanks for sharing that, Eric. That concludes this month's episode of OPP, the first one for 2021. So thanks everybody for sending in your projects. I really love sharing them. And if you have a project you'd like to send in, please send me an email and put in the heading OPP. All the information is in the description box below. And if you're not watching this on YouTube, then it's undeniablysci@gmail.com. So I hope everybody is having a good January. And is it better? I don't know. Is it going to get better? I don't know. But are we going to be happy? Yes. Because nothing can squash our joy. So thanks for joining me. Happy. Thanks for joining me, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Bye.